So just while I'm waiting to start my program, I thought I'd give you a quick tour of what I'm going to use to actually do my study. In other words, what equipment I've got around me, what things I'm going to have at my fingertips to go through the study and do my assignments. So let's start from the start. Because this is online, we're going to have access to videos, written materials, etc. So a trusty notebook is the first starting point for me. I've got it into a case there so I can take it with me if I go to a cafe or something. But generally speaking, if I'm listening to something or watching something, I'm going to want to be taking notes. Now, the way you take notes, I will have a video linked here that explains the ways you can take notes. However, even if you just take down the key points as you're hearing them, pause videos if you need to, stop on key points in written materials to go find out more about it, then these are the sorts of things you want to put in your notes because that's what expands your knowledge. Now, because this particular program does not have any exams, you're not writing down for the purpose of rote learning. You're writing down for the purpose of knowledge so that when you're doing your assignments, when I'm doing my assignments, I'm going to be able to draw from the knowledge that I've gained from writing down the key points, researching them, really understanding them. The next thing I've got, of course, is a laptop computer. So the laptop is going to be something that I'm going to be doing the most of my work on. However, I do have a second screen. Now, I would recommend that if you have the means. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. The reason I like a second screen is that I can have my research, the course content open on one screen, and I can have my work open on the other. So the work might be my Word file or the assignment templates or whatever it is that I'm going to be filling out. I have an office, so I will be sitting most of my time in the office doing it. However, I do like a bit of noise around me. So sometimes I might go to a cafe at the shopping center or somewhere like that, just so I've got some noise around me. For some reason, that noise actually allows me to focus more sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So that's my setup. Of course, the other thing you're going to need is good quality internet, especially if you're watching videos. But again, these days, that's not really an issue in most places around the globe. So wherever you are, if you've got access to a decent Wi-Fi, you're going to need it. That really is to stream many videos without sort of hiccups and errors. I think as far as getting into the program goes, that's the basics and that's what you need. If along the way we find we might need other applications and stuff to do the work, then I'll cover that as well. I do presume we're going to need access to some office software, things like Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So once we get into that, we'll find out. That's the setup. I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to wait now really till we get the logins so that we can get into the learning management system together and I can show you what I see and how I will approach the very first assignment that I get. All right, well, I'll see you then.